When you think of Arkansas, what comes to mind? For many, it might be a passing thought, a state you drive through on your way somewhere else. But I'm here to tell you that Arkansas is a destination all its own. It's a place where stories are etched into the mountains and whispered by the rivers. They call it the natural state, and that's not just a clever marketing slogan. It's a promise of wide open spaces, of sparkling lakes, forests that seem to stretch on forever. This nickname truly captures the soul of Arkansas. It hints at the wild, untamed beauty that has defined this land for centuries. Arkansas is a land of fascinating contrasts. It's where the American South meets the untamed West. Here, you'll find rugged mountain terrain giving way to the flat, fertile plains of the Mississippi Delta. This diversity isn't just geographical, it's cultural, historical, and social. You can spend your morning digging for diamonds at the world's only public diamond mine, and then spend your afternoon exploring a presidential library. Long before the first Europeans set foot in what we now call Arkansas, this land was home to vibrant and sophisticated indigenous cultures. For over 12,000 years, people have lived here, their lives intricately connected to the rivers, mountains, and fertile plains. The earliest inhabitants were Paleo-Indians, nomadic hunters who pursued large game like mastodons and mammoths across the landscape. As the climate warmed, their descendants, the archaic peoples, adapted. Later, the woodland period saw the rise of the mound builders, cultures like the Hopewell and Coles Creek peoples. They created elaborate earthen mounds for ceremonies, burials, and as foundations for important buildings. The story of Arkansas took a dramatic turn in the 16th century with the arrival of the first Europeans. In 1541, Hernando de Soto led a massive expedition through the region, searching relentlessly and futilely for gold. At the dawn of the 19th century, the destiny of Arkansas changed forever. In 1803, the United States acquired a vast expanse of land from France in a transaction known as the Louisiana Purchase. After years of political maneuvering and heated debate, Arkansas was finally admitted to the Union. On June 15, 1836, President Andrew Jackson signed the bill making Arkansas the 25th state. The simmering tensions that had defined Arkansas since its early days finally boiled over with the outbreak of the American Civil War. The state was deeply, painfully divided. Arkansas quickly became a battleground. The period after the Civil War, known as Reconstruction, was supposed to be a time of healing and rebuilding. In Arkansas, as in the rest of the South, it was a turbulent and often violent era. For decades, the system of Jim Crow segregation seemed unbreakable. But in the mid-20th century, the winds of change began to blow across the nation. In September 1957, 9 courageous African-American teenagers who would become known as the Little Rock Nine attempted to enroll at the all-white Little Rock Central High School. President Dwight D. Eisenhower, reluctant at first, was finally forced to act. He federalized the Arkansas National Guard and sent in troops from the 101st Airborne to protect the students and enforce the court order. While Arkansas was grappling with its deep-seated social issues, its economy was undergoing a profound transformation. This economic shift was powered by the rise of several homegrown companies. Sam Walton opened his first Walton's 5 and 10, which would eventually grow into Walmart. John W. Tyson built his small trucking company into Tyson Foods. The growth of these corporations, particularly in the northwest Arkansas region, created a ripple effect that reshaped the entire state. They transformed from quiet, rural towns into a booming metropolitan area, attracting people from all over the country and the world. Our journey through the cities of Arkansas begins in the state's capital and largest city, Little Rock. Situated right in the geographic center of the state on the banks of the Arkansas River, Little Rock is the political, cultural, and economic hub of Arkansas. The heart of Little Rock's story can be found in its historic sites. Little Rock Central High School, now a National Historic Site. Nearby, the Arkansas State Capitol, a magnificent neoclassical structure. For a deeper dive, the William J. Clinton Presidential Library and Museum is a must-see. This stunning glass building on the riverfront features exhibits that chronicle the life and career of the 42nd president. Traveling to the northwestern corner of the state, you'll discover a region that has experienced one of the most remarkable transformations in modern America. Northwest Arkansas, NWA, is a dynamic, rapidly growing metro made up of distinct cities: Fayetteville, Springdale, Rogers, Anconsoma, and Bentonville. Bentonville was once sleepy, now a global art destination. Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art, stunning architecture in a wooded ravine. Its collection spans 5 centuries of American art. Just south is Fayetteville, home of the University of Arkansas, youthful and lively. The university brings a progressive energy with a thriving music scene, quirky shops, and great restaurants clustered on historic Dixon Street and the downtown square. Nestled in the beautiful Ouachita Mountains lies a city unlike any other in America, Hot Springs. Long before it was a city, this area was considered a sacred, neutral ground by Native American tribes who came to use the thermal waters they believed had healing powers. The city's golden age arrived in the late 1800s and early 1900s when it became America's first resort. Visitors came from across the country to take the waters, hoping for cures, leading to the construction of an elaborate row of bathhouses along Central Avenue. But Hot Springs also had a notorious side. During Prohibition and beyond, it was a wide-open town, a haven for illegal gambling, bootlegging, and other vices. It became a getaway for infamous gangsters Al Capone, Lucky Luciano, Bogsy Siegel, who could gamble and soak without fear of arrest. Leaving the mountains and central cities behind, our journey moves to the flat, fertile lowlands of the Arkansas Delta, bordering the Mississippi River, a landscape and culture all its own. Vast agricultural fields, cotton, rice, soybeans stretching to the horizon. The city of Helena, perched on the Mississippi River, is the heart and soul of the Arkansas blues. For decades, it's been home to King Biscuit Time, the longest-running daily blues radio show in the country. Beyond the metros, small towns reveal Arkansas through estos y Puerto's character. Eureka Springs, a quirky Victorian village in the Ozarks, with winding streets so steep no two intersect at the right angle. Mountain View, the folk music capital of the world, where you can hear impromptu jam sessions any evening. When people imagine the natural beauty of Arkansas, their minds often go straight to the Ozark Mountains. This ancient mountain range covers the northern part of the state. It's not sharp, jagged peaks like the Rockies. Instead, a deeply dissected plateau, rolling hills, steep-sided valleys, hollows, limestone bluffs carved over millions of years by rivers and streams. The beauty is gentle yet grand, a lush green world that invites you to slow down, breathe deeply, and explore hidden corners. The Ozarks are paradise for outdoor lovers, an incredible network of hiking trails for every skill level. Scenic drives are legendary. Fall hardwoods blaze red, orange, yellow. Drive the Peak Trail Scenic Byway for one breathtaking vista after another. While the Ozarks may get more attention, the Ouachita Mountains in the central and western part of Arkansas are just as spectacular and have a unique character all their own. What makes them incredibly unique is that their ridges run east to west rather than north to south like most other major mountain ranges in North America. The Ouachita National Forest is home to the Talimena National Scenic Byway, a stunning 54-mile drive that winds along the crest of the mountains, offering one jaw-dropping panoramic view after another. One of the defining features of the Ouachita Mountains is the abundance of crystal clear lakes that dot the landscape. Lake Ouachita is the largest, a sprawling body of water known for its exceptionally clean water and hundreds of uninhabited islands that you can camp on. There is a place in the heart of the Ozarks so special, so pristine, that it was protected in a way no other river had been before. This is the Buffalo National River. In 1972, it was designated America's first ever national river to preserve its clean water and free-flowing nature. The water is so clear you can often see fish swimming right below your canoe. Floating the Buffalo is the quintessential Arkansas adventure. In a canoe, in a kayak, on an inner tube, a day on this river is a day you'll never forget. The park offers so much more than floating. Whitaker Point, Hawksbill Crag, the iconic rock outcrop, and viewpoint. Waterfalls like Camden Hollow Falls, over 200 feet, the tallest waterfall between the Appalachians and the Rockies. Hot Springs National Park is perhaps the most unusual national park in the entire country. Unlike Yellowstone or Yosemite, which were created to protect vast wilderness landscapes, this park was established to protect a geological wonder right in the middle of a city. The park's main feature is the 47 natural hot springs that emerge from the western slope of Hot Springs Mountain. This isn't a park you visit just for hiking and wildlife viewing. It's a park you visit to immerse yourself in a unique blend of nature, history, and wellness culture. Here you can tour the Fordyce Bathhouse, which now serves as the park's visitor center, to see what the bathing experience was like in its heyday. You can also still take the waters in a traditional bath at the Buckstaff Bathhouse, which has been in continuous operation for over a century. Beyond the national parks and vast mountain ranges, Arkansas is blessed with an incredible system of 52 state parks, each protecting a unique piece of the state's natural beauty and cultural heritage. These parks offer an amazing diversity of experiences. One standout, Crater of Diamonds State Park in Murfreesboro, the only place on earth where the public can search for diamonds in their original volcanic source. Rent equipment and keep any gem you find. People find hundreds of diamonds here every year. In the mountains, parks showcase dramatic scenery. Petition State Park, perched atop a scenic mountain with spectacular overlooks. Cedar Falls, a beautiful 95-foot waterfall. Mount Nebo State Park, stay in a historic CCC-built rustic cabin atop a 1,350-foot mountain. Arkansas is a fantastic destination for families, a place where you can create lasting memories without breaking the bank. There are so many opportunities for kids and adults alike to learn, play, and explore together. For families with curious minds, the Mid-America Science Museum in Hot Springs is an absolute delight. It's not one of those quiet, hands-off museums. This place is all about interactive fun and discovery. Another fantastic spot is the Scott Family Museum in Bentonville. This is not your average children's museum. Inspired by the innovative spirit of Northwest Arkansas, the museum offers 50,000 square feet of hands-on exhibits. Every great destination has its quirks, those wonderfully weird and unique spots you talk about long after you get home. Arkansas has these in spades. Perhaps the most famous is the town of Eureka Springs in the Ozarks. Deep in the Ozark Woods Thorn Crown Chapel, not your typical church. Designed by E. Fay Jones, mostly wood and glass. 425 windows, 6,000 plus square feet of glass sitting in the forest. Award-winning, often called one of America's most beautiful buildings. Roadside attractions across Arkansas. Toilet on a roof, Jasper. Giant Popeye statue, Alma. Fun, funky photo opportunities dot the state. While the major parks and cities are incredible, some of the most rewarding travel experiences come from discovering places cherished by locals. One such hidden gem is the Grandview Trail in the Ouachita National Forest. In the Arkansas Delta, a must-visit is the Wilson Cafe in Tiny Wilson. The town was a former company town, thoughtfully revitalized. The cafe is the heart of it all, upscale southern cuisine in a beautifully restored building. One of the best kept secrets for a scenic drive is Arkansas Highway 7. It runs the state's length and was the first scenic byway. The most breathtaking section runs through the Ozark and Ouachita Mountains between Hot Springs and Harrison. To truly understand a place, you have to taste it, and Arkansas offers a delicious journey through the heart of Southern cuisine. A cornerstone of Arkansas food culture is classic Southern comfort cooking. No discussion of Arkansas food would be complete without mentioning its most famous contributions. One of the most beloved is cheese dip, warm, gooey, and often spicy. Another local specialty that might surprise you is chocolate gravy ladled over hot biscuits. Given the state's abundance of rivers and lakes, catfish plays a huge role in the local diet. Whether it's fried to a perfect golden brown, grilled, or blackened, catfish is a true Arkansas delicacy. Barbecue is another point of pride, with Arkansas often favoring a thinner vinegar-based sauce. The culture of Arkansas is not just something you see or taste, it's something you hear. The state has a deep and resonant musical heritage that echoes from the mountains to the Delta. The town of Mountain View proudly calls itself the folk music capital of the world. On any given evening, you are likely to find impromptu jam sessions breaking out on the courthouse square, with local musicians and visitors alike joining in to play old-time tunes. As you travel east into the flatlands of the Arkansas Delta, the sound changes dramatically. This is a region that played a vital role in the history of the blues. The music grew out of the hardships and hopes of the African American sharecroppers who worked the cotton fields. Arkansans love to get together and celebrate, and the state's calendar is packed with festivals that showcase the unique character of its communities. These gatherings are the perfect way to experience local culture, food, and music all in one place. One of the biggest and most famous is the King Biscuit Blues Festival, held every October in Helena. For 3 days, the banks of the Mississippi River come alive with the sound of the blues as legendary musicians and rising stars from around the world take the stage. Food is at the heart of many Arkansas celebrations. In Hope, the hometown of President Bill Clinton, the annual Hope Watermelon Festival celebrates the region's most famous crop with giant watermelon weigh-ins, seed spitting contests, and all the free cold watermelon you can eat. Our journey through Arkansas is coming to an end, but I hope for you it's just the beginning. We've traveled from the rolling peaks of the Ozarks to the flat, soulful plains of the Delta. Arkansas truly is the natural state. It's in the mist rising off the Buffalo National River at dawn. The breathtaking view from a craggy bluff in the Ouachitas, and the simple joy of digging for diamonds in the earth. So, I truly hope you'll consider adding Arkansas to your travel list. Come float the rivers, hike the mountains, and explore the charming small towns. Come taste the food, hear the music, and meet the people who make this state so special. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the incredible state of Arkansas. I hope you enjoyed this trip and will join us on the next one. I love sharing my travels with you, but what I love even more is hearing from you. What part of our Arkansas adventure surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this look at Arkansas, please take a moment to give this video a like. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and turning on notifications. That way, you won't miss any of our future adventures together. Until then, stay curious, keep exploring, and remember that there is always a new adventure just around the corner, waiting for you.